Welcome to Check-In, Check-Out training. I am Angela Conway, the Behavior Support Program Coordinator for the Sioux City Schools. Let's start with a very quick overview of our PBIS system. PBIS is a Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports. It is an evidence-based system that is designed to prevent behaviors in our buildings and to prevent behaviors from escalating. It is based on 3 tiers. Tier 1 are the universal supports that we put in place that benefit all students. We want engaging content so students are not bored. We teach students how to meet rules and expectations of the building and classroom, and we observe these things to monitor student success. We also provide students with feedback when they are not meeting expectations and reinforcement when they are. This is really a simplification of all the supports that are in place to prevent behavior. Everything teachers and building staff do in connecting with and supporting students falls into Tier 1 supports. It generally meets the needs of 75 to 85% of our students. Tier 2 are interventions we put in place to support small groups of students who have similar needs or skill deficits. This is determined based on certain criteria, such as the student receiving several office referrals or by nomination if a teacher sees that there is a student who might benefit from some additional supports. Check-in, check-out is just one of these interventions. Tier 3 are interventions that are individualized for students with the highest needs. This is only about 3 to 5% of the school population. These are students that may need skill replacement and practice. They are given a specific intervention plan that is more intensive to support their personal needs. Check-in, check-out is a Tier 2 group intervention for students who are needing a bit more support in learning and meeting the expectations in Tier 2. They benefit from increased adult attention and connection. The facilitator of Check-in, Check-out will typically meet with about 10 to 15 students every morning and afternoon to set goals, provide feedback, and make a positive connection with the students, and to give the students reinforcement that is provided by the school when they meet their goal. As you can see on this chart here, once a student is determined eligible, the facilitator will meet with them every morning and every afternoon. Teachers provide feedback and collect data throughout the student's day. They will share a sheet with you, similar to this, at the end of the day where you can review how their day went. Here is an example that the students carry with them. This will look different in every building. All sheets will have a way to monitor the goals and have the goals that the student is working on. The majority of students will have preset goals based on the school-wide expectations of their building. There are some students that will have modified goals based on the individual need of that student. As I mentioned before, though, this is a low-level intervention for students who are sometimes just starting to show signs of a problem, students who maybe have some smaller needs, such as struggling to stay on task, disruption of learning. Generally, these are students that we find need either more adult correction or more adult connection. As far as for the facilitator, the process is pretty simple. When the student stops in, they are greeted, and together you review their daily progress report sheet. You remind students of what their expectations are and help them to determine their goal for the day. You can ask them what things they might need to be successful. This conversation is meant to be positive and supportive, a connection with the students. We can even provide you with a script at first if that would help you determine what to say in your first few visits. As you get to know the students, that conversation becomes easier and will flow naturally. Let's look at a video of what this looks like in an actual building.
That's another check-in and check-out of somebody who had the perfect day, so we put it on the wall of fame. You gonna be the next one?
Because we do check-in and check-out, students feel supported through a positive relationship every single day, which builds their capacity to be successful students.
I know you can do it. Okay.
At Fall Hamilton, we've really put a lot of effort in building positive relationships.
Hi. How was your day?
One strategy we utilize is our check-in and check-out system, where Adults are meeting with kids every single day, and it's not their classroom teacher. We have 41 students on check-in and check-out here.
You're gonna do great, aren't you?
We identify the students that just need a little bit more support, where they're struggling meeting some of their requirements on an educational level, but more of a social and emotional level as well.
You did. I'm so proud of you.
The child knows every day they come in this building that somebody's excited to see them in the morning and excited to see them right before they leave.
Hey, Mariah.
Hi.
You ready to have another great day today?
Yep.
My check-in, check-out buddy, her name's Mariah, and she's in 4th grade. She has 3 goals every day that she works on. What are your goals for today?
Listen, be on task, and nice.
Awesome. She can get 0, 1, or 2 points for each of her goals.
The goal sheet is based off the student's needs, and it is agreed upon by the classroom teacher and the student. So whatever they're struggling with is what the goal is set around. Then every increment of the day, at the end of their literacy block, at the end of their mathematics block, at the end of recess, they're just getting feedback.
About being nice and you're nice people around you. Good job. I agree, you were doing a great job.
Whoever the teacher is will give her points throughout the day. If she had a bad day, I try to just let her know that she still has the capability to do great tomorrow. But today was a really great day. You had a perfect day? She got a perfect score on her goals for the day.
What I like about check-in and check-out that you get prizes and you get to see what you did good and what you did wrong, and you can do better next time.
We try to pick things that the kids like, school supplies, or non-tangible things like a positive phone call home to the parent congratulating them. It is a great day for Mariah, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just about the points. The relationship and the accountability is really the important part.
How was your day?
Good. Actually, it was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Mr. Portel, he's our principal and my mentor. You go to him and then he asks about your day, and if you had a problem somewhere, we'll talk about that and see how you can fix it.
We've seen kids transforming their own opinions of themselves. Peyton, man, he had a rough year last year. Just to see his growth on a foundational level of being able to be in a class all day without incident and being able to start growing on his academics.
So, do you think you've knocked it out of the park?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's been a huge success.
You did it with me.
That's right. No, but you did it on your own. That's you, my man. Nice work.
That concludes the training on check-in, check-out. Just a reminder, this intervention is about connecting with the student while giving them feedback and support on ways to improve their behaviors that are not working for them. I love this quote as an example of who we can be for kids. Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists that they become the best that they can possibly be. Even students with the most challenging behaviors deserve someone cheering them on to be their best. Thank you for choosing to take the time to be that for a child. We appreciate all that you do.